It is a windy and a perfect fall day across the Bluegrass State, but some big temperature swings are on the way.
The four men charged in connection to the shooting death of 15-year-old Trinity Gay were in court today for their preliminary hearings. We'll have the latest on the case coming up.
And a disturbing find in southern Kentucky. Someone found a dead dog that had been shot with an arrow along a county road in Laurel County.
This is WKYT News at 4.
Welcome to WKYT News at 4. I'm Amber Philpott reporting. We're seeing some gusty winds and seasonal temperatures here in the Bluegrass. And while we're seeing a little sunshine as well, we could see some rain this week. We want to check in now with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey. Welcome back.
Yeah, good to be back after a long weekend. Now we're getting settled in for the grind of the end of October into November as the seasons slowly start to change. You can get these big-time cold fronts on the move across the area. Had one a few days ago. Front coming in later this week will usher in some changes. Right now, we're on the good side of this. And look at the north and east. We're much cooler with upper 50s to low 60s. Southwest of us, 70 showing up into the Bowling Green area. That's the winds we get in on for the day tomorrow. Live look outside Hamburg Pavilion, mix of sun and clouds over top of us, and we are seeing at least a little bit of cloud cover with a sprinkle or two in those clouds up into northeastern Kentucky. That stuff is not reaching the ground. Let me broaden out the view a little bit to show you our cold front that is diving into the Dakotas right now. Out ahead of that, that's a big surge of warm and windy air. That's what we'll get in on tomorrow. New England, by the way, the northeastern states, it is snowing and true wintertime weather. We're not concerned about that, but the cold front that is out across the Plain States has its eyes set on the Bluegrass State. When I come back in 15 minutes, we'll time that into where you live and show you how the temperature yo-yo continues with a brand new hour-by-hour forecast. Amber.
We'll see in just a bit, Chris. Thank you. Four men charged in connection to the shooting death of Lexington teenager Trinity Gay will now go before a grand jury. She was the daughter of Olympic track star Tyson Gay. Devonta Middlebrooks, Chazare Taylor, DeMarcio Taylor, and Lamonte Williams were all in court this morning. Our Hillary Thornton has the details on what happened in court. It's our top story at 4.
Their time in front of the judge this morning was brief. The case against 3 of the men sent to the grand jury, while the preliminary hearing for that 4th suspect was set aside until next month. Chazare Taylor, his son DeMarcio Taylor, Lamonte Williams all out of jail, along with Devonta Middlebrooks, who is still in custody in the courtroom this morning. At this point, no one facing a murder charge in the shooting death of 15-year-old Trinity Gay, all currently charged with wanton endangerment. The 3 suspects who are out on bond waiving their right to a preliminary hearing, at which time prosecutors would outline the evidence against them, hearing testimony from investigators. Instead, choosing to go ahead and send their cases to the grand jury. Meanwhile, the hearing for Middlebrooks rescheduled. We are told a family member just this week hired an attorney to defend him. That attorney, due to the short notice, unable to be in court today. His preliminary hearing now set for November 15th. Devonta Middlebrooks is also facing a charge of possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. In Lexington, Hillary Thornton, WKYT.
According to the arrest citations for 3 of the suspects, they all admit firing shots in the parking lot when Trinity Gay was hit. A Garrett County teacher is accused of overdosing on drugs in his car. Sanford police say Stephen Grubbs parked his vehicle in a church parking lot of Lee Drive. Police say something happened, causing Grubbs' car to roll down the hill into a ditch at Lee Drive and Kentucky 150. A Kentucky vehicle enforcement officer responded to the call because he was near that scene. The officer says Grubbs was unconscious in his vehicle and Narcan was used to revive him. The Garrett County High School website lists Grubbs as a special education teacher. We'll have more on this story coming up for you on WKYT News at 5. Police are still looking for 2 men involved in a home invasion overnight in Lexington. It happened just before 1 this morning on Culpeper Road near the Chevy Chase area. A man says he woke up to his wife screaming and ran downstairs to find another man wearing a hoodie running out the back door. Police say the intruder then jumped into a car with another man and got away. The homeowners and his wife say they are both shaken up but okay. Animal groups are trying to find out what happened to a dog that had been found shot to death with an arrow in Laurel County. The dog was discovered Monday on Kentucky 1023 near the Merrimack Baptist Church. It had been shot in the back. Several animal-related groups are seeking information about the incident. There's no word yet if the Laurel County Sheriff's Office is involved. The latest in this investigation ahead on WKYT News at 5. We're working on a number of other stories for you on WKYT starting at 4:30. Sam Dick joins us now from the newsroom and look at some of the news in progress. Hello, Sam.
Good afternoon, Amber. A Central Kentucky police officer shot in the line of duty last week has now been officially identified. State police confirming what WKYT reported earlier, that it was Paris police officer Abdullah Bolat who was shot by Charles Stidham last week at home on Brent Street. As we first told you, the bullet hit Officer Bolat's bulletproof vest and he was not injured. Investigators say that Stidham was later found dead after an exchange of gunfire with police. The officer is now on administrative leave as part of department policy. Coming up on WKYT News at 4:30, we'll have more on how a new vest is being donated to the officer. Police in Louisville looking for a man they say stole artwork from the Muhammad Ali Center. Police say artwork depicting Muhammad Ali in white boxing trunks was stolen right off the wall. A Louisville police spokesman says the print of a painting by Leroy Neiman was taken Saturday afternoon. We'll have more on the theft ahead on WKYT News at 4:30. And free flu shots will be given out in Frankfort tonight. A free drive-through flu clinic, will be held at Commonwealth Credit Union from 6 to 8 o'clock tonight. Organizers ask that anyone wanting a free flu shot bring food items to donate to the emergency food pantry of Franklin County. We'll have a live look at the event ahead on WKYT News at 6. That's a look at some of the news in progress. Amber, back to you.
Sam, thank you. Now to some stories making headlines across the nation at 4. Exactly 2 weeks from today, millions of Americans will head to the polls to choose their next president. Hillary Clinton has a healthy lead in the polls, but Donald Trump is seizing on a big issue, rising health care costs. Scott McLean reports.
After well over a year on the campaign trail, the end is finally in sight. Election day is just 2 weeks away.
Get your friends, your family, your co-workers out to vote.
Donald Trump is in the key battleground state of Florida. Hillary Clinton is also in Florida, but has only one event. Perhaps that's because a new CNN ORC poll shows that nearly 7 in 10 Americans already think she'll win the election. But Donald Trump is not throwing in the towel just yet.
Obamacare is just blowing up.
Trump has found ammunition in a new government report showing Obamacare premiums set to rise an average of 22% for the benchmark silver plan next year. Trump claims the number is even higher.
That number is so wrong. That is such a phony number. You're talking about 60, 70, 80% in increases.
The average captures a wide variation among states, from a 116% jump in Arizona to a 3% savings in Indiana. Still, the rising costs are bad news for the Clinton campaign.
Am I happy about the latest news? No, none of us are.
Trump wants to repeal and replace the law. The Clinton campaign is defending it, promising it can be fixed.
Do we throw the baby out with the bathwater and start over with a non-existing plan that Donald Trump is talking about? That's absolutely crazy.
Clinton does have some room for error, holding a comfortable 5-point lead in the polls. Trump still insists he can win, but with early voting open and just 2 weeks left, time is running out. In Washington, I'm Scott McLean.
Investigators in Australia say 4 people were killed today while on an amusement park ride at Dream World in Queensland. Officials say the 4 were on a river rapids ride, which takes people in circular rafts along a fast-moving man-made river. Investigators say 2 people were thrown from the ride and 2 others were caught inside. It's not clear if they were trapped underwater or caught up in the machinery. Well, the World Series starts tonight in Cleveland, Ohio. Fans of the Chicago Cubs are anxious to see the team beat the Cleveland Indians and claim their first championship title since 1908. The Indians haven't won the series since 1948. On Friday, the series goes to Chicago. One ticket seller on StubHub is asking just under $1 million for a seat at Wrigley Field. Expect to pay more, as you heard earlier, for Obamacare. That's ahead in WKYT's Money Watch. And Shaq wants to serve you Krispy Kreme donuts. That's ahead after the break.
Keep up with the latest news on WKYT.com. Join the conversation on Twitter and become a part of the WKYT Facebook family.
Welcome back in. Obamacare premiums are going up for millions of Americans. That begins today's Money Watch. The Obama administration says premiums for mid-level plans will increase next year by an average of 25% in 39 states. 1 in 5 consumers will have plans available from just one insurer. Open enrollment starts next week. For the second year in a row, outdoor gear store REI is shutting its doors to shoppers on Black Friday. It's also paying employees for the day off. Even online orders won't be processed that day. A number of other retailers have decided to close for Thanksgiving, including the Mall of America. Twitter is reportedly planning to eliminate about 300 jobs. That's about 8% of Twitter's workforce. The cuts would come before the company reports its third quarter earnings on Thursday. That's according to Bloomberg. The social networking service has been struggling to expand its user base. A Chinese company is shelling out $6.5 billion to buy part of hotel giant Hilton. In return, that company, HNA Group, will get a 25% stake in Hilton. HNA runs airlines, airports, and hotels. The American Girl doll is coming to Toys R Us. This will be the first time a U.S.-based retailer will feature an American Girl shop. The shops will open at about 100 Toys R Us locations nationwide this Saturday. And Basketball Hall of Famer Shaquille O'Neal is taking his love for donuts to the next level. He now owns a decades-old Krispy Kreme donut shop in Atlanta. The store has been at its current location for more than 60 years. Shaq will also act as a global spokesperson for Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme is celebrating with a social media promotion called Shacker Treats.
We are getting ready for a special swim lesson at Aqua Tots. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about with more on the new facility today.
Hey, speaking of water, I've got a few showers in the forecast as we get deeper into the work week. We'll track a cold front next. Stay with us.
Now, your hour-by-hour forecast with Chief Meteorologist Chris Bailey.
Dealing with a very nice weather day. I've said that a lot so far this fall. Today, one of my pick days of the entire fall. You've got a little cloud cover, you've got a nice breeze blowing, and the temperatures that are almost perfect into the low and mid 60s for many of us. Live look outside, and those fall colors beginning to show off a little bit. A little more in the way of some clouds, though. Farther north and northeast that we go. Everybody getting in on the act with that mix of sun and some clouds throughout the region. Northerly winds here across northeastern parts of the state. 59 Covington, cool spot, 60 into Ashland. Yet we start to ramp it up a little bit into parts of the bluegrass region. Those 66s, that Frankfurt thermometer, that Lexington thermometer need to be fixed. Both are now out reading kind of out of sorts. We get into the northern part of the Ohio Valley, low 50s show up. Then we start to ramp it up once you get down Interstate 65 from Bowling Green toward the Nashville area. That's the winds, that's the air we get in on for the day tomorrow. You can actually see where we have that little warm front lifting its way onto the north. That's a big surge of warm air across parts of the plain states. Chilly air coming in behind it. The coldest air in the country right now is across the northeast where it is snowing today. We're not worried about anything like that just yet. Give it a few weeks. 39 tomorrow, 72 into the heart of the afternoon, a mix of sun and some clouds. And again, winds are going to be gusty tomorrow. It's a mild day, though. Watch tomorrow, late evening into tomorrow night. We could see a shower or two, a gusty shower on Thursday. Not going to rain all day. Temperatures will take a big tumble behind a cold front. Friday morning, just like this morning, some frost is a possibility. Then into the afternoon, it gets awfully nice as we head into the weekend. Here's the hour-by-hour forecast. That'll take you through the rest of the week. A mix of stars and a few high clouds tonight. You get any bit of cloud cover tonight, and we're going to be talking about 40 to 45. You get some clearing, you can sneak into the upper 30s for the second night in a row. By noon tomorrow, it's 60-ish, and then all of a sudden that warm front swings through here. Look at the low 70s coming up through the heart of the afternoon. Let's go through tomorrow night and into the day on Thursday. Now we start to see our cold front getting close to the region. So gusty southwesterly wind, some showers will be right on top of the region. Not going to rain all day, but as that front slides into town, you can see quite the temperature swing from one side of this boundary to the other. How about upper 60s southeast, low 50s to the north? That cooler air wins the battle, and as we go through Thursday night into Friday morning, a few upper 30s will be possible if we can keep the skies clear. Any cloud cover on these next several nights will keep the thermometers up a little bit. Up and down we go on the 7-day forecast. Get another front into town later Sunday. Halloween right now, nothing spooky about that forecast. Upper 60s to low 70s, and it looks mainly dry. Let's check on traffic. Live drive traffic it is with Officer Don.
Well, so far, no major issues. Just had a look at the circle on the interstate, and we're okay. Even across the Clays Ferry Bridge, cleared the earlier crash at Man-O-War and Richmond Road. Drive times looking good for now, with no problems to Frankfort, 27 minutes. To Winchester's about 23, and to Richmond, holding at 22. Now back to you in the studio.
Officer Don, thank you. There's a new place in town hoping to help the little ones in your life learn to swim. It's called WKYT. Our Deanne Stevens is out and about today with more. Hi, Deanne.
Hey, good afternoon, guys. We are here at a place called WKYT, and this is a whole new concept to the Lexington area. This young lady right here, Lindsay Thayer, brought this concept here. Found it in what, Michigan?
Yes, Metro Detroit area.
And so you said you had taken your child and you were blown away by what they did. Tell us what WKYT does.
So WKYT teaches children and adults of all ages how to swim. We start with water safety skills, how to be safe in and around the water, and then we progress to teaching the basic strokes and advanced strokes.
Well, I love when you walk in here, and I told you as a mom, who mine used to be a little smaller, I love that the parents can sit here and observe and watch what's happening right in the water. Safety always comes first, especially around water with kids. Talk a bit about that and how this is so different from anything else that's happening right now here.
Absolutely. So swim lessons is all that we do. We teach 4 months and older. We only teach swim lessons. Kind of, you can compare it to a burger place. They only serve burgers. Well, we just do swim lessons. So our WSIs are specifically trained how to teach swim lessons. They're CPR certified, go through about 50 hours of in-water training and online training. So they're very well versed in our curriculum. Our curriculum is pretty intense, so we're submersion heavy. We're going to be taking them underneath the water in the first couple lessons, which is, you know, they have to be going under the water to learn how to swim. So our curriculum is fairly intense.
Start them at 4 months?
Yes, as young as 4 months old.
And I guess research has shown that's a good time to do that.
Absolutely. So at 4 months, what we're really trying to do is get them comfortable in the water, comfortable with the environment, and we're really focusing on safety when they're that young.
Okay, so how do folks get more info on WKYT?
So you can call us at 859-712-0271 or visit our website. It's just aqua-tots.com.
Okay, and they are located right off of Ruscio Way behind Meyer on Reynolds Road. Now, coming up at 4:50, we're going poolside to see what's happening there in the water. I'm Deanne Stevens, out and about at WKYT. Back to you guys.
Deanne, thank you. Believe it or not, laughing gas is safe and effective for women in labor. More on a new study in Better Living. And alcohol consumption is on the rise among women. Tonight's Mega Millions jackpot is $30 million, and tomorrow night's Powerball jackpot is $164 million. It is time now for Better Living, health, education, and consumer news that impacts your life. More American children are being seen at pediatric emergency departments and admitted to the hospital with chronic headaches. Researchers at Children's Hospital of Pittsburgh looked at headache-related visits made to the ER between 2007 and 2014. Hospital admission rates for children with headaches increased from 10 to 24%. Authors call their findings a worrisome trend and urge research to see why it's happening. There's new data out today on ways women are managing the pain of childbirth. A new study finds 60% of pregnant women are using nitrous oxide or laughing gas to minimize pain during childbirth. They also ask for an epidural. Researchers at Stanford University say blocking pain in the lower body remains the most popular and effective method for managing labor pain. Harvard doctors are looking at whether elderly people's risk of dementia rises in the aftermath of a natural disaster. Researchers found that relocation to temporary shelters after a major disaster can speed up cognitive decline among vulnerable people. Women may be catching up with men when it comes to alcohol consumption. That's according to an international review that looked at 100 years of data. Doctors found the gap between the sexes nearly disappearing in the problematic usage and associated harms over time. An alarming new report from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention shows sexually transmitted diseases are on the rise in the U.S. Kim Hutcherson has more.
According to the CDC, reported cases of chlamydia, gonorrhea, and syphilis hit an all-time high in 2015. There were nearly 6% more cases of chlamydia than in the previous year. Gonorrhea cases rose by more than 12%, and reported cases of primary and secondary syphilis rose by 19%. One of the most disturbing findings, a 6% increase in congenital syphilis. That's when the infection is transmitted from a pregnant woman to her baby. All 3 STDs can be cured with antibiotics, but the CDC says most infections go undiagnosed and untreated. Young people are the most at risk. It's estimated that about half of the nearly 20 million new STD cases reported every year are from people aged 15 to 24. To address the recent STD rate increase, doctors at the CDC say a better job of tracking the diseases must be done. They also say people with new diagnoses need better access to treatment. For today's Health Minute, I'm Kim Hutcherson.
All right, let's head over to Chris for another check of the weather and a beautiful, gorgeous afternoon out there for us.
It really is. To me, this may be the best day of the entire fall so far, and we've had a winter of a fall across the region. Sun, some of those high clouds, the leaves are doing their thing. They're showing off now, fall colors reaching their peak, and those live sky cams really showing that well. A lot of low and mid 60s now throughout most of central and eastern Kentucky, and with just a little high cloud cover out there, we're cooler in the north than we are across the south and southwest. Coming up here in just a few minutes, we'll show you how the milder air shoots back in for one more day, setting up a yo-yo temperature pattern as we get ready to close the books on October. That's next on WKYT News at 4:30, and it starts right now.